Hey there. Hello and welcome to Roll to One. I'm Jaden Arnold, and I'm getting my timer out. But while I do that, I just want to tell you thank you so much for watching up to this point. We're having a great time. We're kind of approaching our last few bits of episodes, but we have things in the works, so get excited. I'm excited. So without further ado, let's get ready for tonight's episode of The Crow's Curtain Call. Frizz and Duncan exchanged gems while spending time in Babalasaga's hut. Suddenly, Strahd arrived but left quickly as he was not amused by the party's hiding. They then headed to Vlaki to meet up with Vasilka at the Vistani camp. In Casimir's empty home, they used one of the crystals that had brought the hut to life to bring Vasilka to life. Meanwhile, Ez, Duncan, and Trife talked about their emotions and then successfully killed Drekrit by surprise. After exploring the decaying Valaki, they then met Mordenkainen, who did not fulfill his promises. Undeterred, they head towards Van Richten for the final battle. Of course, remember, your quest is a daunting one, for you have been tasked with the ultimate challenge. To storm Castle Ravenloft, the very heart of Strahd's power, to put an end to his centuries-long reign of terror. But you are not alone in this fight. The legendary vampire hunter, Van Richten, has agreed to lend his expertise and his protege to your cause. Together you must navigate the twisted streets of Barovia. Outwit the dark forces that conspire against you, as you face your greatest fears and prepare for the ultimate showdown against the Lord of Undead. So here we are. We are here now, together. What do you do?
Where are we?
I forget.
Together.
Yes, together.
Here, right here.
You guys,
Right here.
yeah, you guys are in Valaki.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
That was a good night's sleep.
Did we just exit Mordenkainen's?
You just exited Mordenkainen's hut.
Oh,
or his
which is
little
inside the Burgomaster's house.
Yes, you're in the Burgomaster's house.
I mean, it's almost sundown, right? Or it's just after sundown.
It's like, I think I said it's something like 8, right?
That's what I thought
Or
too.
so.
Okay.
Huh?
Red. Red.
I like it.
Red. 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 Red.
You want me
Red.
to be red?
Purple is LaRousse.
All
What's
right.
LaRousse?
Blue though.
Red. I know. I'm just kidding.
It's because it's red.
Red.
Spoopy.
Red.
Okay. I think we're heading to Otis. Was that what we called him?
Boris?
Boris.
Boris and Otis.
Oh, you guys were going to Blinsky is what I remember.
That's what I remember.
Blinsky. I forgot. He's no fun. Let's go Blinsky.
All right. Is
That's
no fun.
almost
is
it.
no Blinsky.
No, I know what I was saying is no fun. Let's go Blinsky.
All right. So
Come on.
the 6 of you plus
Boo.
Esmeralda and Vasilka is coming with
I
you.
guess she's there. Yeah.
Is she there?
So Vasilka, the flesh golem, and Esmeralda, the vampire
Former.
huntress.
Yeah. Former
Um,
flesh column.
Yeah, the former flesh golem. I forget.
Now very
Wow.
beautiful
She's
woman.
been a flesh golem in every game I've ever
Now-
played.
now
She's
the
no
peasant
longer.
com-
Very
Commoner.
beautiful woman that Trife has.
Trifled with.
Wow.
Not yet.
So you guys come across, you're in town, you come across a cramp shop. It has a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse, with a bee engraved on both sides. The flanking the entrance are 2 arched lead frame windows. Through the dirty glass, you see jumbled displays of toys and hanging placards bearing the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
I
What are we
barge in.
doing here?
Oh, I was gonna have Trife.
Shing ding ding ding.
Just for
As you
fun.
enter the doorway,
Blinsky, are you there?
Blinsky, is that you?
you hear in the back of the store kind of like what sounds like somebody ruffling through a box, and you also hear a
You know who else I forgot's here? Piccolo. Right?
Oh?
Piccolo's still here?
Wait, wait.
Right? Did you forget too?
I think Piccolo's
No,
missing.
I just was surprised by the intensity of your love for Piccolo.
I love Piccolo.
Wasn't Blinsky looking after Tooth?
I mean,
And that's why Piccolo went missing?
that may be
Piccolo
the
missing?
Yeah, I kind
I'm
of.
just gonna yell.
you guys all going in the shop? Just
Yes.
Shiv is
Sure.
there now.
Yes.
I'm not
Oh,
good.
yeah,
I have no
Duncan's
freaking
with
clue
me.
what's in
Come
there.
on, Trife. It's just
It's a toy
friend.
store
It's a
right
friend.
now.
It's a
You'll
toy
have to
store.
duck to get in, but you know.
It's a friend. Come on.
I'll make sure nobody comes in from the outside.
No, come on.
All right, so
Let's
Tribe stays
dragging-
outside as
Dragging
you,
the giant man in.
you all walk in. Is there anybody else not walking out or walking in? Excuse me. Okay.
Can I
John?
try and drag Trife?
No. So you all head inside the
I don't
toy store,
know.
and immediately you hear. As you look in the corner of the store, in a pile of blankets is a saber-toothed tiger,
Tooth.
Sleeping?
What is that?
Tooth.
like a cat does.
What is that?
Tooth!
No.
Awakens its face. It opens its mouth wide. You see two long fangs as it stands and stretches like a cat and pulls up and walks over, and you just hear the lowest as it rubs all of you with its side like a house cat. Oh, thank God.
By all of you.
Hi,
Is Esmeralda in the house?
He just
I will say no. Esmeralda has stayed outside with Trife.
She probably remembered.
And then you'll see Vasilka go down into a crouch and scratches Tooth. So you yell for Blinsky. Blinsky seems to be preoccupied. Any of you
I'm gonna go ahead
Try to
and
find
move
him.
to the back of the shop.
Okay, so you walk
I'm looking around.
to the back of the shop. As you walk to
I'll
the
look
back
with
of the
you.
shop, Duncan, go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm gonna have to roll.
What are you guys doing?
Just looking around.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Good thing
Right
I'm with you.
You wanna give me advantage?
Sure,
Can you do that?
sure.
11.
11. All right, so as Duncan, just so you know, as you walk through the store, you go from seeing wonderfully made, yet still creepy toys. And as you go towards the back, you see the toys get far more sinister. They get far more dark and twisted. In the front, you see a doll with its head on backwards, or you see a strange man with feet for hands, or just an awkward things, but nothing off too much. You see a dragon toy that has its wings more like bird for some reason, or and then as you keep going, you get to where you see a baby's head on a spider's body. And you continue to go backwards, and you see
Toy Story.
that's probably a Toy Story-ish, right? You see all those weird things, and then you see Blinsky ruffling through a box. You see the man in his jester outfit, his large goatee. He's fat, pudgy, but not overweight, and he is bent over. So as you approach from behind, you hear.
Is no fun. I'm going to cautiously go over and tap him on the shoulder.
You tap him on the shoulder. He stops making sound. He tenses up tight and turns his head around. And then his body carries. As he looks around to you, you see him like, "Is no Blinsky. I'm busy." And then goes back to like messing with whatever he's messing with in the chest. What was your roll?
25.
25. You find a set of miniature gallows, complete with a trap door and a weighted hanged man. You take a good look at the hanged man, Frizz, as you see the toy you've helped him find, and the hanged man
It's you.
has a mirror ball on it. So as you get close, it is your head on the body.
That's cool. Can I operate it?
You just move it around and it moves around. Oh, the thing.
Yeah, the
yeah.
actual mechanism.
Yeah, so you see and you press a button and it goes and you move your hand just out of the way with your passive perception really quick, just as your finger was almost taken off.
Bro.
I was curious.
The
Thomas
gallows open up, right? And your finger is almost missing.
Thomas was also going into the mirror.
Yeah. You look hanged.
Well, let's. Did I see where Duncan went? Because I'm gonna follow after.
Duncan's in the back of the store. It's hard to miss Duncan, right? Konak, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of following Duncan around.
Okay, so yeah, you're up by Duncan. You see this interaction. So what are you doing exactly?
Can I see what he's working on?
You go ahead and make an investigation check. So Trife and Esmeralda are outside. Is there anything that you're doing, Trife?
No, I'm just kind of shifting my weight anxiously, just kind of raring to go. Look over at Esmeralda, kind of nod.
Why are you so tense? She says to you.
I'm ready to get this over with.
I don't blame you. It seems that they want to get their last bit of fun in before they go. Who can blame them? What? Why are you blaming them?
It's no time for fun. It's time to get the job done. And because it rhymed, I have a heck of a lot more authority.
Well, how much do we know about all of them?
Very little, actually. I know the most about Cognac. We hung out together in the dungeon initially, and I don't know much about him other than he has a magic hand that he throws around every so often. He's a dead shot with all of his weaponry, and he likes to drink. Everybody else is kind of a shady, foggy mystery. Including yourself. Although you're not so shady or foggy. You're a little more.
Sure, I put myself outwards so that no one feels off-putted. But think about this, though. To them, you are just as shady. In fact, more shady with a devil.
Well, then you'd think they'd want to go ahead and get this over with so we can part company, not prolong the whole thing by going shopping at a demonic toy store.
Well, did you have any friends that you spent time with to think this could be their first time having friends?
My first time, too. I didn't come from a heck of a lot of friendship. Haven't had much need for it, to be honest.
What did you come from?
Literally a broken home. But don't cry for me, Esmeralda. Don't cry for me. It's just the way of things. Many people. If I could sing, I would have. Yeah, it's a lonely existence, and if you can find somebody or people to hang out with or to share that with, it does help, but it shouldn't be forced. And when there's something that needs to be done, it needs to be done.
You're awfully fidgety with the chain in your bucket.
Yeah, well, this was not this trinket. I pull out
The amulet of Ravenkind.
Yeah, isn't something I took very happily. I'm only willing to use it now, or hold it now, because in theory, if it goes wrong, it's only going to screw over me or the guy that I'm aiming it at, which doesn't include any of my friends.
So you look down at the amulet in your hand, thinking about kind of where you come from, your, quote, broken home. And if this were a show, you'd see the camera changes as the hand around this amulet becomes that of a woman. Similar in skin tone and in shape, but of course far more dainty. The gem itself is similar in size, but it changes to a blue hue. The sun shape around the gem goes to that of a tear. But the chain and the coloring, other than that, is the same. And so you look over now, the camera pans upward, and we see a large man, larger than you perhaps, as a full giant. Still not quite as massive as what we're picturing when we see the skull flying around with a witch inside. However, a big man nonetheless. His tattoos far more pronounced, and his armor the same as Trife's. And as we look around the room for Trife, we see his face. Recognizably so, as a young boy, standing there excitedly next to his, we can assume to be his mother. She holds up the gem, mutters a few words in some sort of language that Trife doesn't seem to remember. And his father says, though, in common, "Hurry! I must get back out to the front lines. I need my enchantment." She says, "Okay," and continues with her enchanting voice. But just when we see, similar to when Frizz enchants an item, pours something on top of it, we expect to see that upon the armor. As it begins to glow and shimmer, we do not see a bonus to AC. We see a bit of movement about the armor as it slowly but surely rips in two. Of course, now the person within begins to as well, and in slow motion, probably not as it happened, but in Trife's memory, he splits very slowly in two. As the gem in his mother's hand is held out, her face goes from that of focused arcane energy to that of shock, as she herself is now aware of what she has just done. And in that moment, Trife's eyes tear up, still unsure of what just happened, but in this very moment, denies magic altogether. She looks down, pulls it quickly to her hand, and it fades back to the red gem with the sun's glow around it. The hand goes from that of a woman to a half-giant, and we see Trife once more. Esmeralda says, "Sorry to pry once more, but I think they're ready to go." So during that moment, you are all inside the shop. You're trying to see what Blinsky's doing. What did you roll?
Nat 1.
Nat
Oh,
1.
Zane.
Plus 1 is 2.
Great. Blinsky's larger frame is in the way of such a thing.
I'm going. He's with them. He's with Duncan, and we're, after finding the toy, are going back following.
Okay, so you all arrive. Now, Duncan was too late to notice what was going on, as Blinsky pulls out from this chest some sort of clockwork mechanism. A little, like, clicking, like, walking creature that's like... You know what I mean? It's just, like, moving. And you see its eyes are blinking red, and then it powers off. And he goes, "No!" Boom! It goes against the far wall, shatters into a million pieces, and he says, "I will never be a wizard of tiny wonders."
A what?
This guy okay?
Wait, are we left already?
No, you're all there. This is just that was he was staring at his thing.
What do you mean, Blinsky?
I want to be like Von Weirg.
Who's that? Anyone know who that is?
Make a history check with disadvantage.
Can I?
Yeah, you all can.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Dang, I rolled a 20 and then a 3.
Oh.
15.
Is it history?
15 is not bad.
5.
16.
7.
Wow.
6.
All right, so
I have plus 8 to my history,
16's pretty good, 15's pretty good. I'll say that you remember and recall he had mentioned the clockwork man that lies somewhere in Castle Ravenloft. The inventor would be, this is for Duncan, the inventor would be Von Weirg. For you, have you interacted with Blinsky before? Minimally?
I thought so.
Regardless, you have heard of the greatest inventor. You being an inventor yourself, now different types of inventing, but nonetheless, you remember that this clockwork mystery man is one of the best clockwork inventors ever, and has this invention is somewhere in Ravenloft. This clockwork masterpiece invented by Von Weirg is driving Blinsky a little bit to like try to create something similar. You yourself understand, right, to what it means to be mad over creating something.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that look in Blinsky's eyes of like defeat and irritation that he can't kind of complete this task. But yeah, so you recall this clockwork man collectively.
Okay, I'll kind of summarize that to the group.
Weird.
How?
Yeah, weird.
How you want me to summarize
I
it?
mean, how would you something like? He's a clockwork. Just
Roll for you.
He's a really famous clockwork maker, and he has an invention in Castle Ravenloft or something.
Weird.
That checks out.
Well, Blinsky, it'll all be okay.
No, it won't,
Yes, it will.
why?
because the ticking in my head is slowing down.
What do you mean?
He's gonna die.
Well, you don't have to be so upfront about it.
Well, I mean, we're all gonna die.
No, I I think all great inventors have ticking in their head. It tells them what you. It doesn't. You know.
Aren't you an inventor? What is he talking about?
Do you hear the ticking?
Frizzle kind of think for a second and go,
It's more almost like a pot bubbling in my mind. Like when you boil water and it's like a blah 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 blah.
I guess that checks out.
That was a good noise.
Okay. All right. Weird. That's kind of weird, guys, right?
He's a man of passion.
Totally.
What has caused this for you, Blinsky? You're ticking to slow down.
I can't figure it out. This clockwork.
What are you trying? What's it for?
He's trying to listen to it.
You just look at this like defeated man. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Can I also?
You make a perception check. Actually, no. You notice it because of your passive perception.
I can't make an insight.
You can make an insight check. Sure.
Can I do that also?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Someone want to help me?
Sure.
Hey, 31.
An insight check? Gross. Okay, that plus what you notice behind you. So as you see the store gets darker towards the back.
Wow.
You
You
notice...
mean metaphorically or?
No, it does get darker towards the back.
Okay.
As the light from outside is pretty much all that's lighting this room, minus a few candles here and there placed around to light the majority of these toys. And you see this defeated person who is, like Frizz is describing, as losing his passion. Losing his ability to seemingly come up with something. It seems with the death of Isek, he has nothing left to make. And therefore is trying to make something for his own and is struggling greatly. Now, Thomas, you see in the corner a few misattempts at tying nooses.
Okay. Blinsky, I need your help.
He looks
Truly.
up. Mhm.
I have always wanted a instrument that I can spin like a wheel and it makes music.
What are you gonna call it?
I don't know.
What shape
But I
is it
think
going
I
to be?
could. Well, in my head, and Blinsky, tell me if this is possible or not, because you know more than I do. It's like a box, and in this box,
That makes music.
yeah, but it's not like a music box. Like that feels too low to Blinsky's abilities. What I think Blinsky could do is I spin this wheel and it generates air that blows into these reeds that makes sound, and that I can play like a lute or like a flute. Could you?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
$23.
He says, okay.
But I need you to promise me something. I need it to have the excitement that you have. And I think that there's a way I think that you can incorporate some of the ticking that you're worried about into this. I think that you should try to use this as a starting point and springboard off.
So you see he walks over to a desk, he knocks over a few ropes, grabs a piece of paper, and just begins to work on what you're talking about.
Does he look excited?
You look over in that direction more intently, and your passive perception's high enough to see a box that has been wrapped up shut, and you see the words Piccolo written on each side of it.
Hey, that's Piccolo. You were talking about that.
Does he have any light in his eye for this idea?
Meta-wise, you've prolonged his life.
Oh.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna go over. Here's a down payment. I'm gonna put a bag of 100 gold on his desk.
Sure. He looks, and he keeps working.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What can we make him feel better? Cast Revivify on his monkey.
Well, why?
House tooth.
Do you want to open the box? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh
look
my
inside
gosh.
the box.
you open the box.
I just try to do it stealthily.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Not a hand? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would describe that as.
It's 8. I rolled a 2. I don't have bad.
So you go, and it pulls open, and you open the box, and you see an arm, a leg, and half a face.
Have a nice day.
And then Blinsky just looks up at you, and then looks back down at what he's drawing.
We need to go back to the Amber Temple.
What? So. What is his?
Reincarnate the monkey!
Make a nature check, Thomas.
Oh, great. 17.
The National Geographic documentary that you remember watching growing up. No, long story short, a large cat has devoured this.
I'm gonna go smack too.
But you do that.
Oh my.
Are you really
Bad
going
cat.
to?
No.
Okay.
It's a saber-toothed tiger.
He doesn't remember your new form.
So what is this guy's? So he's just like really obsessed with trying to make the perfect toy, like invent the perfect toy.
It looks that way.
Why doesn't he just invent something else? And
What do you? I just tried to
like
do that.
invent music.
Why don't you just write
Why
a
do you have to
different
invent-
composition?
I don't know how to answer that.
Why doesn't? I mean, if he's
Are you asking us?
no, I'm asking him. Yeah,
You're just asking the room.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He kind of like turns his head. You see so he's wearing like a jester's outfit. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah.
One half
No.
is green, the other half is purple. And he kind of turns, and he's got like a bells on each end of this hat, and it's like ting ting as it like turns, ting, it hits his chest.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I've given my music device away." And he turns back around.
Whoa,
To
whoa,
who?
whoa.
You have it, my man. The thing that lets you type music.
Oh,
The
yeah,
typewriter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
It's a musical typewriter.
Do you want it back?
You ask him that? He doesn't. He's not like, "Oh yeah, you asked." Okay.
Yeah. Would it
contextually.
make you happy?
And he just goes, and he looks down at the thing he's created, he balls it up, he throws it, and he just sits down in his chair. Dude, I've walked in on a depressed person, and everyone in town is basically dead. I'm sorry. This is the penalty of Barovia.
Have a nice day.
Today on Crow's Curtain Call, we cure depression.
Like, are you like, let me try to make a man happy? All right, cool. Walk up to someone who's genuinely depressed in real life and try to roll a d20 and see if they're okay. Like, it just doesn't work.
But I rolled well. You should be out of it now.
It's no fun, is no Blinsky. Their pet is dead. They're watching after this saber-tooth tiger, and they cannot perfect their craft. He's struggling.
Blinsky, we're gonna go free everybody from this valley. When I get back, I need that instrument.
Make a persuasion check. No, deception check.
You're not coming back.
I rolled a 3, so it's 23.
And he goes, "Your toy will be here."
It's not a toy. You're better than toys.
Collectible.
You are an artist. It is an instrument that you are forging and creating. You are Blinsky, the artist.
Formerly known as Blinsky.
Yeah, the
Soon
artist,
to
formerly
be.
known as.
Soon to be the artist formerly known as Bruce.
Yes. No, you are Blinsky, the talented, because it is no fun.
Dude, I love this game.
God,
He
insistently making
says-
him say his phrase.
He looks at you and he goes, "Welcome, friends, to the house of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain
Is
prices.
he crying this?
Perhaps you know a little child in need of a toy, a little toy for girl or boy."
Okay, I rolled a 30 insight check. Why is he sad?
I didn't call for that roll.
What do you mean, why?
Oh.
You just opened the box.
You all grow incredibly restless and bored in this location.
Indeed.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take the saber-toothed tiger.
As we're leaving, I'm gonna say so he could hear it. Man, these toys suck.
Make a deception check.
I'm smacking. I'm going to
Is it though?
full.
Is it though?
Full.
I mean, it depends. It is a matter of opinion.
Huh?
But
Yeah.
I'm going to full.
if you, I'm curious to know what the roll might be. So just make a
Okay,
straight
whatever.
charisma roll. How's that?
I'm full
Sure, we can do
smacking.
that.
What?
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, I'll backhand him too.
Oh my
What
gosh.
was it? A charisma check?
Yes.
22.
What?
No, charisma, right? Charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just +1.
Oh, +1. 20.
Okay. A dirty 20. All right. So we are left with that as you are smacked twice. By
No, they're not.
Oh.
No, they're not.
He's smacked.
Blinsky.
Well, no, I can.
Okay, you guys leave the place, and Esmeralda says to you, "Oh, I think they're here," and this all finally
Yeah.
comes
I
to.
bet.
We're also taking Tooth with us.
So
can
just to make him
uncanny
sadder.
go ahead and make an animal handling check to
Can
try to get
we-
the cat to come with you.
I will. Yeah.
I'd
Oh,
also
you're going
like
to
to
Yeah.
try to disguise Esmeralda to not look so. Oh, it's a smell. Oh, never mind.
You want to help me?
Yeah.
Jill?
Yes, I'll help. I'll help. I got pretty good animal handling.
I mean, I'll help you. I've been with Tooth before.
Ho ho.
Tooth knows me.
A nat 20 plus 7, 27.
Whoa.
You handle that tiger.
Yeah.
This tiger's his favorite person.
Okay, hold on.
You say the tiger is his favorite person?
No, I had it backwards. This person.
I mean, okay. I mean, no. Here, the reality is that it can't. I'm sorry. I don't think it's gonna
What?
work out.
Oh.
The cat stays in its location, looks up at you, and just like you guys are like, come on, Tooth, come on. And then the cat just like turns in a circle, lays down, and begins to sleep again.
Oh, well, there you go.
Even the cat's depressed.
I'll just say you can't take Tooth with you to Castle Ravenloft.
But he
Not-
has a name.
You've given it a name. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know. He crit because he had a name.
No, I'm not doing it. The dog,
Is that an
the
effect of a-
large cat stays behind.
A vampire house?
But
Have to
also
have a name to go in?
difficult wise,
Fine.
like you got to know who originally is in charge of this animal and made this animal be here.
Can
So
I
it's-
can I like
Yeah.
then like sit down to Tooth and be like, make sure he's all right, even though he doesn't understand English.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you guys know this about cats, but if you die, a cat will wait like 3 days and then it will eat your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Well, I know there'll be no Blinsky to come recover, but I'm trying to be like, be a friend of Blinsky.
Okay, all right. So then I will carry over your nat 20, and I will say that this cat will do everything in its feline power to allow Blinsky to live. Here's what I will do. I'm gonna roll a d8, and then I'm gonna tell Joey what that roll is, and then when you guys come back at the end of this game, remind me what that number was.
Okay. I need a pencil.
5.
This is
Okay.
how many days Blinsky will live.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not telling you anything.
That is a meditation.
Okay, well, let's go see Boris and get this done.
Okay, so you all reconvene, and then you're on your way.
Toothless.
Frizz, I will say, you look back. You look at this toy store, and you see it falling apart, and kind of it represents something that you also share. And as you kind of linger your mind, you see the sign sway in the wind. And you see instead a circular potion bottle with a feather sticking out of it, swaying in the wind. And you remember what you have to return to at the end of this, adventure. And you imagine this location before you with the chimney and smell the chemicals burning, and it gets you excited. And you remember your passions and what you're ultimately capable of. And then you look to the woman who is the last to leave Blinsky's Toys store, and see this beautiful woman who is now the representation of your life's work completed. and you look at the strange bird-like creature that may one day share a similar future. All right, so we all gather to the outside edge of the town proper. Is our plan to just go straight to the gate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else really to visit.
The gate of where?
Velaki.
The gate of
And then the gate
Castle
of Barovia.
Ravenloft.
I guess,
Sure,
yeah.
there's no other places you all want
Technically,
to
I
go
would go through the
shopping?
gate.
Did you say that?
Yes.
What did you say?
I mean,
Is there any
could.
other place you guys want to go shopping? You know, any other place we just
I
want
don't know
to
if there's any
Drive.
good
Ooh.
hang
thing
out?
here.
This is my representation of where you guys are.
Is that the Triforce?
What?
Trife Force.
No, it's just an inspiration token.
I have inspiration.
I used to have inspiration.
Yeah,
My-
that was
my
a
ticker
long,
slowed
long
down.
birthday ago.
Blinsky also used to have inspiration.
Oh no!
Poor.
Artist formerly.
All right, so you get to a very large gate area. You travel through. You sense the darkness kind of pulling in, but you get to the outside of this gate without issue. And if you remember, the statues are massive, and this side there are still no heads on this statues. These giant paladins holding great swords downward, their hands folded over the hilts, but their heads missing and strewn about, covering over large trees smashed into the ground. You see a portcullis pulled down. You know you only need but walk through, and the door will pull up for you, as you have once before. But in this very moment, you are indeed looking for someone. Go ahead and give me perception checks, all of you.
Can somebody help me? Or do we all need to roll on our own?
You can
All
do
of
it.
you are alone in your vision.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
25.
10.
11.
28.
Well, I critted, so I could
I
go any
did. I
higher.
rolled a 60.
So what was the what was your roll?
I rolled a 20. I critted, but
Well,
25 total.
25 was yours.
28.
28.
Sorry.
This is broken.
No, he's not.
There's only like 4 things that I'm good at.
Yeah, until you kill him.
Yeah. He's broken, dies 4 times.
I mean, how many times have you died?
There was
Yeah,
that one
right?
time the cart exploded.
I think it was it. And it was just because you literally got blown up. I died like every fight. Nah, not more than this guy.
we did have a exploding
Yeah.
cart.
What?
I said I die a lot, but not more than this guy.
So you see leaning up against the gate in a
I will stab you.
gray outfit is a Rudolph Van Richten. As he steps off of the
Is it, or is it Rectavio?
it is
What does he appear to be?
it is a gray version of Rictavio, right?
Oh.
And then he steps off of the wall and like a chameleon shifts color to that of himself that you recognize as Rictavio. And then he kind of like pulls you back closer, leans up against the wall, and goes gray again.
Oh, like camo?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go over to him.
Hello?
Okay, you all gather close, and he kind of sinks down low and says, "Hello. I know it's been some time, but I have an idea, a plan. It seems that Strahd is unaware of your return to Castle Ravenloft. So I think it might be interesting if we all snuck there." Unless you all have any other ideas.
How is he unaware?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows we're coming.
He invited us.
Yeah.
No,
many
you see,
times.
I've been sitting here for quite some time, and if you look through, and he points through, and he says, "See the path that goes to the castle proper? I believe I saw the carriage take more people there. I think he's busy with new adventurers."
Oh.
What? We've been replaced?
Oh,
Can
just
I-
forgotten, which is good.
Is this the real
Oh, that's a
Rictavio?
fine. How do you
Make an
do?
insight check.
Ooh, that's a good question. Can I also do that?
Sure.
20.
You hit your other dice.
My insight is ass.
20. Oh,
Why do you bother?
oh wait. I don't think it's 12. Is it 12 or is it 6?
3.
Okay.
24.
Nice.
324. Anybody else? Don't believe?
Sure.
Wait,
I'm
yeah.
not doing anything.
I'm rolling good, Zane.
I'm
By the way,
saying
it's
no.
not just.
I'm glad you're here.
Well,
Hey, if we're talking about physical stuff, dude.
nah.
There you go.
It's a what
I
perception?
got
What is it?
This is an
Insight.
insight check.
Insight. Oh, that's. So actually, I'm gonna say it's an 8.
That is with insight.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the book from my pocket. Just.
All right, so you see this this man, Rictavio, Van Richten, what have you. He's talking,
Boris.
and he's like, all right, so yeah, he tells you all these things, and you see Thomas, as he extends outward and points in the direction of the nearby gate. You see a leaf that's just about an inch and a half beyond the finger that he's pointing out, kind of move downward as if the finger itself has touched the leaf, but it did not touch the leaf.
I'm going.
You don't
to,
trust the visage before you.
I'm going to start to talk about a plan for our entry in Thieves' Cant, telling this guy
Okay.
that this is not Rictavio.
Go ahead
Make my
and make deception or performance, your choice.
Deception, or I guess they're the same because I actually rolled 10. It's the only number where they're the same.
Well, choose to me which one you choose.
Like
Like, tell me which one, because that does impact
deception.
the difference. Okay.
23.
Okay. So, Konak, you become immediately aware that this is no longer the man that Thomas believes him to be, or Thomas used to believe him to be.
Okay.
Do you do anything in response?
Yeah. Can I? So what I want to do is I want to use my mage hand to like, kind of roll a rope around him stealthily.
Are you attempting to cast a spell stealthily?
Well.
Will it ultimately be a spell?
Yes.
So then you cannot subtle cast. You're not that kind of a character.
Okay.
So you will either trigger a spell cast, and that will of course do what it does, and we will play that out, or
Snare
you
has
can
no
attempt.
verbal material.
It is no verbal or material. It's just somatic.
Is it snare?
It's just.
It's
I think
somatic
it's
and
snare.
material.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Let's go.
This is how this.
I knew that you were
no,
going.
This is
I
good.
was like,
This
he
is
doesn't
good.
have to say anything.
That's good.
Sleight of hand.
I'm not being distracting at all.
21.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
wait. No, I actually think it's more because you haven't updated it.
Oh yeah, I haven't done it
It's
yet.
3 and it's plus 11.
Sweet. Okay. 23.
3.
You should update this character.
I should. I mean, it's all like, I don't know.
All right.
It's all coming back to
So, all of you are listening to this Rictavio tell you kind of what he thinks is going on. And then you subtly see this little rope go around this Rictavio that doesn't seem to notice.
And then
I kind of look up at Thomas.
I'm going to, in my conversation, hopefully, deception a unsettling word, or is that what it's called? Let me just see what it is. Just kind of talk about when being all, ooh, spooky, scary. Use
what?
Just we're talking about how dangerous everything
Oh,
is.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him the trap's ready. So I'm on my and thieves can't. Right back. Right.
And I'm gonna unsettling words this person.
Okay, so
Just kinda
do I need
stealth-
to make a save or just
Well,
does
no,
that,
they
or like-
just have minus to their save, which
What
is
are you
a
gonna
dex
say?
save.
Okay.
I'm just going to talk about now. I don't know if you're. I mean, we are all terrified. I'm sure you're terrified too. The inside of it. I'm just going to not necessarily jab at him, but be super unsettling about this environment that we're going
You
to.
must be
With your
terrified
words?
as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. I'm gonna say, the pickle was. Yeah, of course, the pickle's without a bag. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and do you have any words? I mean,
What are you guys talking about?
so he's a -6. He's a -6 to the
Wow.
snare deck
Okay.
save.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. On your mark.
Do it.
And then I'll just kind of just be like, I mean, yeah. And then
Okay. All right, and then
Good.
I do it. Snare him.
So what do I need to do?
So I just. All right. Yeah. Let me pull it up. Sorry.
No, this is fun.
I have it here,
You
George.
got it. Okay.
Yeah, here. It's just a deck save.
She's just an illusion.
Snare.
It's a deck save.
Yep. Deck save.
Okay.
On my spell save, which is 4.
-6.
-6.
-6.
Yeah.
What's your spell save?
Roll a 6.
14.
My total is 6. I will choose to succeed. As
Wow.
you see him smile and just roll out of the way. And as he rolls out of the way, a little bit of shadow is left behind. And then you see the shadow, like small bats, go to the next location. And you see where there was once a Rictavio, there is a Strahd Vanzarovich.
Now, we didn't tell him, and this is kind of just making sure.
Uh-huh.
All of our, as soon as I realized that it wasn't,
Sure.
all of my plans
Right,
were
wasn't-
bogus.
yeah, they're not real,
Okay,
yeah.
great. So I don't know
Yeah,
if
we
you
know
guys
that- we know
told him
that.
anything.
We were listening to you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are probably like,
Talking
"Oh,
about
he's playing,"
pickles.
because I rolled a
and-
23. I mean, that's
And then he like dodges out of the side and he says, "You're all ready now."
Yeah, we've always been ready.
Yay for us.
He stands up and he walks through and says, "Here, let us do this." And he walks over to all of you. And he says,
Fist bump.
I'm pointing my ring at him.
"I am interested in seeing if you'll survive. I have killed now 3 more adventurers since you've all arrived. Some of them powerful. If you're looking for Van Richten, if you need his help, then I will return him to you. If you do not, then I won't."
Certainly we'll take him.
Sounds like you're scared that you'll lose if we have him.
Would you like him?
I mean, why not?
We want Boris.
You gave it away when you started saying VR.
Yeah, made sense.
Yeah.
Somebody also said Van Richten, so.
Yeah, we botched that a while ago.
Yeah, we saw.
Well,
You guys.
let us have him.
Don't you want the greatest find?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that was so good.
That was so good.
He says, "All right, the devil is in the details. Let us draw up a contract." And he says,
How about we write it?
he just says, "Here are my expectations. I will alert no one within the castle that you are coming. I will be the only one that knows. I will be in a preset location. Talk to Madam Ava if you are interested in knowing where. If not, and you are feeling ballsy, then just come in. No one will be prepared for you. Should you have Van Richten with you, I will know, and I'm prepared for him. Should you bring Esmeralda, along, then I will be ready for her. Should you bring Vasilka, no harm will come to her."
Keep your paws off her.
It's fine, I don't care. It's just fine.
No, I was doing something.
He says, "So, what would you have me do?"
I don't know why we don't just fight you right here.
Because if we kill him, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You've talked to Van Richten. You must kill me. Bring me to my grave.
We'd like the place where you're waiting to be there.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh! Can I help?
How?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
No.
10.
One of those was
I'm
a 20.
intrigued. No. I'll make it random,
Like a roll of the dice.
as such.
Then the first place we go could just be like.
Well, we will be
Surprise.
there tomorrow.
What?
Guys, come on.
It's these can't. That actually means right now.
No, it doesn't mean that.
It means tomorrow. We'll take him.
How are you going to deliver him to us?
He says, send him through. All right.
Does anything happen?
Send him through what?
He's in Barovia.
Fantastic.
I say we just leave him. We get the surprise on the others, and then fight Mr. Man over here.
No one will know you are coming.
That's a pretty good advantage.
Sounds like no one knows we're coming anyway.
Not unless he tells them.
I don't think he will. Too easy.
This giant 9-foot something man is looking down at all of you.
Well, that's
Yeah.
pretty normal for me.
You know what I think? I think he's scared. He's just stalling.
You're the one who would come back a day later.
Rife?
What makes you play with your food like this?
What was the question?
What makes you play with your food like this so much? Can't be just boredom.
You've lost. I have Irina. I have her brother. I had Van Richten. I had Thomas.
Oh no. I'm so scared of you.
Hey, what's your goal here?
He's just lonely.
But
Why
like,
don't we let you die?
what
Join
what
your
happens
mother.
what happens when you kill everybody here? Like, what are you gonna do?
Eat.
I have a question for you. Why don't you just let us die? Ravenova is waiting. Did I say let us die?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. You totally
Why
did.
don't we just? Why don't you just let us kill you? Ravenova. That made way more sense in my
Okay,
head.
I was like, Joey, what are you doing?
Whose side are you on?
Why
He's
don't
not
you
real
just
either.
let us kill you? Ravenova's waiting. Come on, man. That was so good. That was so good in my head.
It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, I ruined it.
You get points.
Yeah.
Points for trying.
Am I not intimidating to you?
Oh,
Make a
nope.
wisdom save.
Okay. Using my inspiration.
Oh, wow. That's a heck of a swing.
Wisdom save 22.
You are not frightened.
I rolled a 7 and then a 17.
And he says, you are not.
Oh no, I am. You're just not that scary.
Yeah,
Duncan takes like 2 steps back.
I stay put.
All right. I will see you then. My condition is to all of you. Don't let each other get in the way.
Well, we have our leader.
Who's that?
That's right, you do. And I'm not backing down.
Do you say that?
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he does.
All right. He says in Giant, good luck. He says in Elvish, good luck. He says in Infernal,
Would have been more impressive if you said it under.
good luck. He says in Undercommon, good luck.
Oh, he speaks.
He says in Draconic, and to you, Halfling, and you as well. In Orin.
Which translates to
Good luck.
And in Gaelic.
Good luck, eh?
All right, bye.
And he just disappears like a flash of red light.
Okay, wait.
so that was
So
fantastic.
now, does he know we're going?
Yeah, like what was the
I
deal?
don't
What
think we
happened?
ever made a deal.
Yeah, what happened?
The
Nothing.
deal was already struck.
Well, should we talk to Madame Ava?
Probably.
I
And
say we
most
don't
likely
bring any
also
of my
3 hours.
I don't know if
Victim.
following the man's advice on anything is
I
particularly
don't know.
wise.
I feel like we can trust him on the fight. Like, why would he offer this and not give it to us? We've gotten this far, and plus
Yeah.
he wants the fight. So
maybe
like,
he's bluffing.
Everyone
I
else here
doubt
in
he would be
Barovia.
bluffing. I know people like this.
Really?
Yeah.
9
kind
foot
of
tall
people-
vampires?
No, just
Well,
arrogant.
everyone's 9 foot tall to him.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm just telling you.
Uh huh.
Why don't?
Okay.
So,
Jeez.
we don't want to take his advice, so we don't talk to Madame Ava.
And we don't wait a day like we said we were going
Well,
to.
I
Yeah.
just thought we were going to go
It'll
talk to
be
Madame
just
Ava, and so
us.
that would take time. Tomorrow means like 4 hours from now.
Because it's like
By
night
the
right
way.
now.
Yeah, it's like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
9.
it's like-
it's 9.
Are they out and about now?
It is definitely nightfall, so you cannot see unless you have a torch in your hand.
Or you're me.
Or you're me.
Even if
No,
we found.
you are seeing dim light, both of you. You don't see in darkness like it's daylight unless you are using a particular
Now we see.
ability.
We have dancing lights.
The dark vision?
Dark vision is still you see dim light. Everyone else is seeing absolutely nothing.
Dancing lights.
So little light
1, 2, 3,
shimmers.
4.
That's how it sounds.
No. The H sound goes.
No, it's ridiculous. All right.
Is it the verbal
throwing
component of that
pixies
spell?
I will say though, as Strahd vanishes, the light around the area that you all were kind of near, it gets dark. Basically, just really almost in that moment. Just the shadows come in farther. Esmeralda says, "I want to kill that bastard."
Well,
Well, you can't come
What?
Why not?
why?
because if she comes, he'll tell everybody we're coming.
That's not true.
Isn't that what he said?
No,
No,
I said
it's
if she
for
comes, he'll be
Rictavio.
ready.
I know, but
It's Rictavio.
No, it was the same for her.
It was both.
It was both
Oh,
of
it was
us.
for both.
For it.
But
It doesn't mean you can't
where is
help with everyone
Rictavio?
else.
Hmm?
Where is he?
She said she was in Barovia.
Even if we found him, would it really be Rictavio? Our Rictavio?
I mean, odds are no.
He might as well be dead.
You don't
I don't know if we
that.
can trust anybody. I mean, obviously he knows more.
Why don't I just go down to Barovia and pick him up?
Why did he
Oh,
say?
I forgot you can fly.
Why did he say that no harm would come to me?
Because he's in love with
Because
you.
otherwise harm would come to you.
I feel like that's. I don't like. I don't like the way that went.
Yeah, that's
Neither did we.
a common feeling.
Why don't?
That was Visoka.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
So,
think of what I
do you want to check the town of Barovia?
I can go over there real quick and see if he's there.
Sure.
I'll go with you. If you'll let me
All right.
mount,
Transform to a giant owl.
saddle him up.
The scales fold back and feathers appear, and he becomes this white owl.
Esmeralda, do you want to come with us?
I guess if we die, I won't have much time back on an owl. So
Esmeralda, do you have a map of the castle?
sure.
She has been inside.
I could try to draw one.
Could we try before you leave?
It will be crude.
Well, we'll take Vasilka's ears away before you be crude.
I'll try. She begins to.
Can I help her? Can I cast enhance ability on her?
Yes.
I'll do that.
Ooh.
Do I need to cast it? Do I what do I
It
do?
needs to be intelligence, actually.
Fox's cunning.
Yes.
Cast. It's on her.
She begins to draw some sort of crude map.
Actually, I'm going to switch back and use guidance.
Okay.
Or does it overwrite the other one?
No, it doesn't.
I
It's-
just gave her advantage.
so go ahead. And,
I gave her advantage.
Okay. Go
Also,
ahead, roll your
I'm not-
d4,
I'm
Shiv.
4.
Nice.
Wow.
The first time I used it in this game.
Nice.
Okay. She begins to draw a map. That will take her time. But what do you guys want to do?
Fly down to
So
Barovia.
you guys go. We'll stay
Well-
focused on the map.
Don't we want to bring her for, if we encounter Rictavio,
You got it.
he might
No.
not trust
You.
us.
He shouldn't.
Yeah.
We don't trust him.
Yeah. So having his protege might help.
She's making a map.
We'll help. We just wait.
Why don't you want me to go?
No. I mean,
So then just go.
we need Esmeralda.
No, you don't.
So
I don't
you,
think we do.
Shiv, begin to fly.
Sounds like you don't.
Yeah, Shiv does not believe we do.
You fly in the direction of the town. You see over G a fire, some sort of large fire in that area. If you choose to acknowledge it.
I'll roll perception on it.
Go ahead.
Everything's all dim now, so I get a straight
Well,
roll.
you see the light, so go ahead and roll the straight. You're gonna roll with advantage.
$19.
19. You remember the encampment of
I
Madame Ava.
do.
It's quite similar. In fact, that's what you would estimate it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does it look like everything's on fire, or
No, it looks like there's a fire has been set
Oh.
as it is now nighttime. You see a few people lingering about, but you also see the large tent of Madame Ava herself.
Ah, yes. Well, anyways, we're going to Barovia.
So who's we? Who's on your back?
I believe it was Duncan and Vasilka.
Duncan of Vasilka. Okay. Esmeralda's drawing a map with Thomas. Anyone else doing anything?
I'm gonna pull Trife aside. I'm gonna be like, hey Trife, hey come here.
Yes.
I'm gonna where are we?
So you guys are just next to this gate.
Okay. All right. We'll just stand next to the gate.
Dancing lights are all that
At
are keeping your.
B, I believe.
Dancing lights are gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Because enhance ability is concentration.
I say. So what's up with this? Why are you doing all this magic stuff?
Not all magic stuff. I happen to have a trinket, a small trinket, barely considered to be magic at all.
Yeah, but you also took the portal to with the bird. Ugh.
Well, I just felt like there was a lot of peer pressure involved, and if I didn't clamber up with everybody else, I would have been laughed at and told I was stupid. So I folded to the peer pressure. I'm only a
Well,
human.
I for one didn't think you would do it. I mean, if that matters, I don't know. I find that you is your what I struggle with is you took an oath.
When? What oath is this?
I don't know. It sounds like an oath of I am against magic. An oath. I mean, an oath doesn't need to be to a god or anything like that. It can just be to yourself. You know, and you. I mean, just look at all the things that magic has done for you, right? Well, not or for other people in that matter. I just don't know that you should be going back on your oath.
Well, here's the unfortunate truth that I've had to wrestle with since I got here. Magic is in every gosh darn thing we do. If I'm trying to avoid magic, I will do nothing but sit on my tuchus. So I have to engage with it to some degree, and my beef with it is its misuse and perversion that creates issues for people who don't know what the heck they're doing. And while I will say that most folks here seem to be relatively competent, I still don't trust it. But I'm willing to use magic if it means I'm only screwing myself or screwing somebody I hate. And that's what I've got in my hand, and that's what I'm willing to use. Because if anybody's going to die, it's going to be me or 9-foot blood-sucking bastards.
Boy. Blood-sucking bastard boy.
Boy?
He added an S. It's multiple people.
Well, I'm just saying that it seemed that I don't know. I just it's hard for me to trust you now.
Well, here's the thing, my stalwart friend. I know you are using your little magic hand every so often since we started this. And if I had withheld my oath or stuck to this oath that you think I claimed, I would have had to either demand that you not use it or physically harm you in some way, or at least attempt to. This was a way of reconciling with the fact that everybody that I'm working with is manipulating this stuff.
Fair. but I'm pretty good with it. So I mean, you know,
So was my mother. And it
Okay.
didn't turn out well when she tried going just outside of what she felt she was comfortable with. And in fact, was very convinced she was comfortable with it and was very adept and that she was actually going to help. And instead, The point is, everybody thinks they've got a grasp on magic until it slips away from them. And I think your little magic hand, it is fine. You grapple with that hand. You do all the good things with that hand, and they can do all the crazy stuff that they do. But there is no guarantee that it's going to work out in the end. But we're all pretty much stuck in the same boat, and if you can't use your magic stuffs, then we're not going to get this done. So I'm acquiescing to the ridiculous truth that I have to partner with magic users, and rely on your competence that you have displayed up to this point, and just trust that you won't get me killed, and if you do, I'll never speak to you again.
Man. I guess I thought I knew you. I mean, I know it was only for a quick little bit, but
Well, this brings back memories, doesn't it? Being out here, this castle.
yeah.
Not too far from the bondage dungeon.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, good times.
All right, well,
Thomas
if that's
walks up. What?
what?
Rest easy and know that if I do make an oath, an actual conscious oath, and not simply a modus operandi that I choose to abide by for the sake of my own health and those around me, I will abide by that oath. And I will tell you, I swear an oath that I will bring you no harm. I will not turn on you, and I will value your life above my own. Why am I doing this?
That's an oath.
It's an oath. I said it. I just kind of let it roll out, and that's what happens when I start talking.
Good.
And giants shouldn't talk.
I have a question. Jesse.
Yeah.
Was how
So you get charm.
so how I have a question. This is genuine. Yeah, how hard of an oath was it?
It was.
Was it like a passive joking oath, or was
No.
that like a I'm gonna abide by that till I die oath?
That was, I'm assuaging your concern, and
I'll
I'm
never
proving,
speak to
I'm
you
showing the difference between an oath that I make and like I said, something where I'm like, this is how I choose to live my life. And it was, yeah.
All right, you are now level 10. Your 10th level is Paladin.
Okay.
Here, you want so you can have a little bit of help.
Congratulations.
So I was going to do the oath as well.
Are you? What is
yes.
your oath?
My oath is the same oath as his.
So you look at him, and almost in the same moment, you too
Okay.
now are 10th level, and your 10th level is Paladin.
Now because of this oath, we have to fulfill this oath. As I'm from a guild, you see, and the guild is strict to its oath, and you do not break it, because if you break it, people die.
Literally, like, oath is broken, direct correlation.
No.
something else, or-
I'm just saying,
Okay.
like,
Well,
there's no
yeah.
direct connection. I'm just saying.
We'll do that off camera. Just by the way, I'll help you guys do that.
Okay.
But I would say
Yeah.
it's like an oath of brotherhood in a lot of ways.
Yes.
So
Yes. So, it's very important.
No, I understand. I was not trifling with my oath either.
Ha.
Good one.
Cool beans.
Good one, buddy.
Yeah, no, I was deadly serious, and I honor yours as well. I am greatly appreciative of it, and I think we can both go into this final conflict knowing that. What do we know?
I'll
No.
do whatever it takes.
There we go. That you'll do whatever it takes, and then I'll do whatever it takes
Okay.
to conquer or die in the process.
All right. Hey, look over there.
So, Konak, you are talking about this oath, and you guys finish out, and you kind of awkwardly look in opposite directions because brotherhood is such a difficult thing in our modern day. For everyone around us, it's such an awkward thing. But as
Barovia.
I won't quit you.
but in a truish sense, you do feel significantly closer as you all gain that kind of that bonus there, that 10th level thing, which is kind of a shaft if you're trying to build the 10th, but also I think it's very cool for both of you.
Wait, it's a shaft of what?
It's I'm not nerfing you because it's not. It's bonus. It's paladin level, but it's exciting nonetheless. So
That was beautiful.
That's very nice.
as you finish, as you guys finish kind of working on the map, Thomas, you and Esmeralda,
I'll light a torch once the lights go out.
she looks at you
Yeah.
and says, "It's close. I can't.
Hey, it's better
I
than
can't
nothing."
give you much more than that, but I guess it might give you.
I just think it'll help us plan.
Sure.
I think you and I, while Shiv and Duncan are gone, should, as admittedly a great planner, I think you and I should figure out the best way to clean it out.
What were you going to take your next level in?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Be a paladin.
Let me. You want me to answer it right now? Or you want me to
I'm really curious. You think about that.
Frizz, Brotherhood?
No. So Frizz, you're sitting there. Are you doing anything during this waiting period?
Other than holding a torch.
I guess, I don't know. I was just going to, like, maybe tinker with some alchemist supplies and...
Aster?
I don't
I'm
know.
a rocket launcher.
So you're sitting there and you're doing your little alchemist tinkering, and you begin to kind of like look at what you have there, and you begin to craft. You get this kind of burst of inspiration as you begin to craft and craft and craft and craft and craft. And you take your final level in Artificer for this campaign, 10th level. And when we finish the session, you are going to choose one potion from the magic item list that you and I will discuss. And it will be your finest creation
Ooh.
that we will get to. All right. So, the people who are flying over into Barovia,
Yes.
you land where?
Well, first we're going to do pass over and see if we just see a brick.
So you
A
pass
Rectavio
you
out there.
pass over and you see a white-haired man with a torch, truly just walking in the middle of town, looking around.
We'll go down. Not like right on him.
Right, you like fly nearby,
Not just giant owl. Here we go.
and you see it's Van Richten, making no attempt to disguise himself.
Yeah, that's the worrying part.
And he looks down and he says, "Oh, hello, Duncan, Shiv, I assume.
I'll transform back.
Visoka? Yeah, it's me. I'm a person. Damn it. Okay. What is going on?
What do you think is going on? I transformed back, by the way.
I was captured by my enemy, and
Yes.
he took all my things.
Yes. And that's it?
And then I was here.
How did this come about?
Well, I was waiting there, and then I saw an orb appear nearby, and then he showed up, grabbed me, and that was it. I did my best, but he's strong.
Didn't seem like you took many precautions.
No, I did not. Let's speak privately.
Yes.
So he goes in like a nearby building. He waves his hand around and says, "We're not being watched.
Great.
I know where he's going to be."
Why?
How?
Because as I was strapped to the torture device, him prepared to say something, I told him, "No, all of my 7 compadres are going to save me," and that he was a useless behemoth in the eyes of all the magic artisans that were before me,
You really
and
got him there.
and that he could shove it and was not going to be great. And of course, when you poke the bear, what does the bear do? It roars, and it told me his evil plan.
Can I insight Octavio?
Go ahead. You don't trust Victavios.
No.
16.
You get the feeling this is Rictavio.
I'm gonna just take Shiv aside.
Sure.
1 second. I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave him and Vasilka. Just speaking privately to Shiv so that
Mhm.
they can't hear. This may or may not be Van Richten untouched,
Of course.
but he may also be charmed or under some sort of spell. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can trust him.
While we're here, I'll just do this. Drop Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
And it's charmed or frightened effects.
Yep. Van Richten sits down. Oh. Thank you. You always know just the right thing to do.
While we're at it, I'm also going to remove curse on him.
And another thing goes away.
Well, why not greater restoration while we're at it?
Give me a day.
And he says, "Oh, wow, I was going to lead you into a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured that.
Thank you for that. No, I know, pardon my French, but, flump all about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Uh,
He said he would be at a random location.
Okay.
That sounds not helpful and
Well,
therefore likely.
He, didn't part an old man from his walking stick. And he draws a sword and says, "We'll be fine. I'm ready to take him." He clicks the sword.
Well, I guess that's good.
What I did learn, just from watching the location, is that the drawbridge is not going to be down. Our first difficulty is going to have to be entrance, which will be hopefully not a waste of magic. Obviously, you can turn into some sort of creature that might draw the attention of those watching outside. Seems the guard has been placed on high alert. He doesn't want it to be easy on us.
Of course.
I'll use some spell casting, and of course, we'll be present. He
Well.
did tie me to something and attempt to read my mind. I think, using all my expertise of what I know about this vampire that I've been trying to hunt for quite some time, finally found him, and now we're going to kill him. We will kill him, even if it means my death. I think that we need to... He read my mind. All the plans that I have ever come up with against him, all my work that I've been doing for the better part of 10 years, wasted. But not the past couple of weeks. I think you all coming up with a plan and me just following it might work. Because he-
Unfortunately, that seems to be our best option at the moment.
I think me acting independently might be not the way to go for this.
No, we'll need something just stupid enough to work. Duncan, do you have any plans?
We could just ride an owl in there. Land somewhere up top.
Or I could just walk through the gates.
Well, but won't someone be watching?
Not if Thomas is riding the owl and casts invisibility on both of them.
It's a lot of talk from a barbarian.
Who says I'll be up there?
I'm not saying you will be, I'm just saying, what do you know of magic?
I know I've seen people cast it.
Even if we drop the gates, though, if the guard's on high alert, they'll... I mean, you should notice a gate being dropped, I would think.
Well, I'm weary to give you any advice, actually, because any interference from me might mean he's prepared.
Well, we've got Esmeralda drawing a map. So, why don't we regroup and you can at least tell us points of entry, weak spots. secret chambers if you remember anything.
I can try. Like I said, I'm willing to help as much as I can, but it will give him the advantage. He's read my mind. I think that's what he wanted. He wants you to use me. I can be there for the fight, but he'll know what I want to do before I do.
Well, who says we're going to do what you want to do? We just want to know things.
Very astute. Fine. How
Did you ever come up with the plan of stealing the dragon skull?
the Esmeralda mentioned something about that when she and I met a while ago, that she had seen some sort of a thing. She just mentioned a bone room. And what do you mean this
Yep.
this large skull? I'm not
Bone.
sure what. What about this?
I'm gonna have a
we give
knowing
him-
look with Duncan.
Can I just drop the whole Argynvost backstory?
Boom. Nailed it. Oh. Well, Argynvost, interesting. Dragons. I don't know. I've never pinned a dragon against a vampire. That would be new.
Might be what makes it work.
You wouldn't have thought to do it.
No. No. I tend to point and stab.
Right.
So if we can find a way in and a way out without being caught, I think that's our best chance for that plan. But otherwise, we should have a contingency if we have to fight it out.
Going outside for a second. The meta. Everything I have on me goes ethereal as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, you go entirely ethereal.
I carry a dragon skull.
Yeah.
In theory.
Well,
You carried a barrel of wine, sure.
True, but that was invisible. Not ethereal.
You would, yeah. Everything you're wearing or carrying turns ethereal.
Can
Yeah.
you just do that on command once?
Is that as an action?
Acts and
can you
Once,
hold some?
right?
Can
As an
he
action.
carry someone?
How many times per day?
Does not say.
The penalty is that he's ethereal.
Yeah, I can't touch things.
The penalty is both the gain and the loss.
Mm-hmm.
But get there, grab it, get out.
I mean,
I don't hate that idea.
He's kind of wizardly. I don't know if we can do that just like
but
by myself.
he'd also be seen.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
It's an option.
So as you just briefly discuss possible ideas with him, he says, well, this is all fine and dandy, but we probably should get away from his domain. We're sort of
Yes.
in the eye of the
Castle.
castle.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys pack your things.
Have
So
a good time, Basilga?
what?
Have a good time?
I'm just glad to be alive, you know? So you guys all go back. Now, I mentioned Konak was sitting there and he was pondering. And I will say you look over at
With his
Thomas.
brother.
And Thomas reminds you of someone, an old friend. And his pointed ears, his white hair is of course reminiscent as you think of your own oath and all these things that you have done in your life. You remember and recall how you got here. Running, fleeing, terrified of a situation that you were once in. A friend of yours, a drow herself, was saving you. Something about Thomas gives you that similar die for you energy that your friend once had. And you feel at ease swearing an oath with a brother and near Thomas. Esmeralda, you know her ire is for the vampire, so you know that she will do her best.
Ah.
And you see a little bit of madness in Frizz. And you know that he probably won't hurt you as much as he'd probably hurt himself. You feel at ease, understanding that although you ran into Barovia fearful, you will run deeper, brave, the halfling that you are. Okay.
Nice.
You guys all return together outside the gate. What do you do?
I decided what my 10th level is, by the way.
What was it?
Bard.
So as you look at this paper that she has in front of you. She says, it's going to, I mean, this is just all that I've been. I'm not sure that, I don't think I can do it the way that Van Richten can. He's the far better planner, and I wanted, I don't know.
What?
I just see, I want you to know, Thomas, you had my interest piqued when you arrived. I thought you were quite handsome, charming. But I want you to know now that I think my interest has always been in just killing Strahd. And I used you, and I'm sorry. I did have, feelings, right, as you would say, but I don't think I love you. And in that moment, you recognize that phrase. Heard that before.
Many times.
I was trying to come up with a Bill Withers joke.
Oh,
You know the song "Use Me" by Bill Withers?
that's good.
It's such.
I thought she was gonna be like, but now that you're a drow,
Tall, dark, and handsome. All right. No, so you remember that phrase, and it kind of hits in your head. And the last person that said that to you was Guinevere. Guinevere, the woman that we've seen dance with you in your illusions, the woman that has brought about pain in your life, the thing that you've been potentially running from.
The hair in my locket.
The thing that you've potentially been running from. And as you remember your past, so you cling to it and move onward as a bard, remembering that that's your strongest aspect. As you remember playing the character in the Ballad of Lyra's Knight, her, your counterpart, you understand that sometimes feelings get in the way of the show, but sometimes they help. You don't think you could have played a better love interest without truly loving her. And while some people would call you mad, a method actor, you bleed your roles. And you hate Strahd.
Darn.
And you love your friends. And while some would say that that is not your strength, you know that to be true. So yeah, you are 10th level, and you are a bard.
I was kind of hoping you were going to say sometimes feelings get in the way of the show, and sometimes feelings are the show.
And that it is. All right. So, what do you do?
We make it back
Yep.
with one more.
Esmeralda,
Rictavio.
I present Rictavio, maker of maps.
Maybe.
Hello. How are you? I'm fine. Are you well? Well, no. It's complicated. We should all go somewhere private.
Come on, you still use our greater restoration on you as well.
I don't believe so, but I guess I didn't know otherwise. What would Greater Restoration remove?
More than what's already been done? I don't think much.
I mean, I think
Not
as
by
far
the
as
name.
contextually, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Let's storm the castle. What's the plan?
Well, we gotta get in, right?
Well, also we are in the wilderness.
Well, Shiv, I've seen you turn ethereal.
Yeah.
Could you
Let's get to
walk
the
in?
let's get to the front gates.
First
Get
off,
to the drawbridge.
You don't
this
want to
guy.
come up with a plan before we approach it?
Well,
Or at least a plan.
did you tell us that it's down?
No, first we need to tell you that the whole Rictavio thing of his mind's been read by Strahd.
Spiel.
Oh,
Done. Nailed it.
so isn't he? He's a liability.
So, yeah, I think I
In a
agree.
way, he can still be an asset, just not for his
we just
planning.
can't take any of his advice.
basically.
Just none of
yes.
his strategies.
That's pretty much it.
I'm basically what
none.
I'm saying is
None.
I'm not going to lead this. I will just be a follower.
Indeed.
Okay.
And as should you, Esmeralda,
Well,
as
then
you
you-
are an extension of my teaching, you probably should not help with this plan either. and
Unless
she
you
just
have
goes,
ideas.
Oh, I needed that.
You're the worst.
Wait, what? What just happened?
Can we trust this guy? Did we vet
Wait, what
this
just happened?
guy? First thing he does is show up is give some crappy advice. We lose our freaking map that she worked on for the past 2 hours. Last time I saw you, you were stabbing my friend in
Thomas,
the hand.
you've looked at this map? You've looked at this map before? Here's the benefit of what I've done. Obviously, I've just ripped it apart. But my plan was always to give you advantage on initiative when you enter the room,
Ooh. Okay.
because you have an understanding of the castle that is a bit different than everyone else,
Cool.
similar to Trife.
Well, I say Shiv walks in, grabs the skull, we grab ourselves the dragon, and go from there.
Okay, first of all, I know that that's a plan. Why not just end it? We'll go in, end it, leave.
We can't just do that.
Well,
Why?
because I'd
Great
like to
plan.
not
Make it
die. And this increases the odds of not dying.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we have to get in there once. This
No.
plan involves us going in a second time.
No, it doesn't. It involves Shiv going ethereal,
Alone?
walking in. Yes, walking in, grabbing the skull, walking out, and then we go to Arkenvost.
You're saying so you're banking on him not being seen.
Wait,
Or touchable.
so we're just gonna throw him out there?
If we send him in, he has to at some point become unethereal to grab the dragon
for
skull.
a moment.
Yeah. Well,
We
2
think a
actions.
moment. but-
Yeah, so just as far as like the stats are concerned, just imagine with me. He's there. He's now used his action to not be whatever. So like let's say I roll initiative and I see him in the room. He then uses his actions to be visual. Then the person has their whole turn to do what they want to do against him. Then he will use his action to take this object off of its pedestal. Then they will do whatever they do. Then he will use his whole action to turn ethereal. But by then, this person has done 2 things against him.
Yeah.
Well,
Foolproof.
here's the thing.
I thought it was on the wall.
Maybe,
It's on the wall, yeah. I mean,
You're getting it off the wall.
Taking it off the thing is an action.
Take an
maybe
action.
Shiv carries someone with him.
It's also a big thing. so that's kinda why
Carrying
I'm like-
someone does
Okay.
not. I can't be ethereal on Shiv's back.
It's anything carries Shiv's carry.
Not a person.
No,
We
it's
have
it's
not
it's an
tested
object.
that.
It's not a person.
Well, then
Here,
Shiv.
you ready? I jump into
Completely
Shiv's
untested.
arms.
Shiv does not catch you.
I jump on Shiv's back.
Shiv. Maybe it's prudent that you wait until the coast is clear. And maybe if you see people, you lure them out and use some wits.
If we want to stay in here for hours and hours, I can take the skull back myself.
Well, why can't he just carry me over there? And then
We
he'll-
just, because he can't technically carry.
I don't think so. I mean, I'll try to go ethereal with him on my back.
Sure, Thomas, you fall through Shiv and hit the ground.
Ow.
I'm going to start
I'm
walking.
going to say,
to
well,
the
now that we
gate.
know that, to absolutely no one, because
Oh yeah, because nobody hears anything. The sound doesn't travel
Trife,
through the
wait.
ethereal plane.
Yeah, try.
Nope, I'm walking to the gate.
Wait. Try.
Drive.
We have
Nope.
to come up with a plan.
Why are
We
you
can't just
walking,
walk
Trife?
there.
So he walks up to the gate, and the gate opens, and you walk through like it's Walmart.
I greet the old person to my left. Good
see
day to you.
that is
a dead
Rotavio, by the
body
way.
like laying on the ground, just like, and you're like,
I'm going to go put my hand on Trife's shoulder. Trying to,
walk over through, walk through. So now the second person has walked away from this group.
I'm
Anybody
going
else?
to stop Trife physically.
You grab his shoulder.
Grab his shoulder.
How tall are you?
Not as tall.
I'm about
6'5".
Jaden to you, proportionally.
All right, so you could get a hold of this.
He's like, you're a whole
shoulder-ish.
he's a whole 2 feet taller than you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jaden squatting to you.
okay.
So I think that you're gone. I think that ethereal is a bad
I'm
plan.
going to come back on ethereal.
I think it's a bad plan.
Why is that a bad plan?
You're not there.
He's just gonna get like.
I don't think. I mean, sure, we can send Shiv into Castle Ravenloft alone. That's step 1 that I think is a bad plan. Step 2, I think that banking on us on Shiv maneuvering around the castle unseen. Granted, he's ethereal. He can go on the walls. I get it. I know that that's a plus. However, one person sees him. They follow him. And 2, I'm pretty sure we mentioned the dragon skull to Strahd. If not, didn't mentioning, he's been watching all the time. I'm sure we've mentioned it. So, why wouldn't he just wait there? I know he said it was random. Somebody's there. And then it takes more than a second for him to become unethereal, grab the skull, become ethereal, and get out. I just think if we want to send our friend to die, this is the plan.
Shiv, what do you think?
Could work. Might not work.
Yeah, those 2 are in the gate. He's not. You're here. What are you doing?
I'm just going to go out through the gate.
All right, now a third person has left the...
I'll tell you
so the
this.
group is
There's
split.
another option that is still within this same plan.
I'm
Which
also-
is,
I'm listening. No,
we all go in together. If you can spend enough time in there without anyone seeing you or, well, killing you, once we get the skull, I alone can take it out and back to Argonville's told to return.
I like the plan that we all go in one time. I don't think anybody
that
should
still
be
leaves you
alone.
guys going in one time.
No, I understand,
Considering
but it
that's so
doesn't
important
say
to you for some
it
odd
doesn't.
reason.
What is the benefit of getting the skull out?
I
get a
think the
dragon.
plan is we get a dragon to help. I don't even think we'll get.
What
a
does
dragon.
that mean? What have we been promised with the skull?
That the skull would somehow revive the dragon.
Do we
who
know
said-
that?
Who said
Placed
this?
into Argonville's hold.
Who said this?
The knights.
I wasn't there.
They said something about a beacon of hope.
Oh.
Is what you said to me earlier in this campaign.
I don't remember you guys telling me that it would bring a dragon back. If we have a 100 no less percentage of us plus dragon, I'm in. I think it's under 100. I think it's under 50. I mean, that's the only reason, truthfully, the only reason I'm against this plan is I think it's for naught.
I wish I could respond.
Nope.
But I'm not
You cannot.
there.
You're not there.
Because someone, for no reason,
He has a reason, we just haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
I think we just go in. I just think we go in. I think we stealth. I think we kill Strahd. I think we figure everything else out after.
I would love to see you do that, but I don't have
All right, great.
confidence in you.
I go.
I'll follow him.
You said I'd love to see you do that, and Thomas just went. Thomas, he didn't hear that second.
Godfrey informed them that they could return the skull of Argonvos to access the dragon's ghost.
There we
So
go.
you would not necessarily return a dragon. You would return and be able to either
Ghost
A,
dragon?
communicate or involve yourself with the ghost of Argonvos. That is what you will know for sure,
Okay.
according to my extensive notes.
so what's going on with us?
You 3 are doing what?
I'm stopping Trife
He's
from
put your hand on your shoulder. Do
continuing
you respond?
forward.
Do you do anything?
What are you doing?
Stopping you from walking into another death situation.
I catch up.
We're walking into.
He
I catch
catches
up.
up. Yeah.
Okay. We're walking into a death situation anyway. All we're doing is prolonging it with this chatter back and forth. Where I come from, there was a hero named Leroy Jenkins, and I am trying to emulate that hero today.
I don't know, but I think I've heard the same tale, and everyone in his party died.
Well, that's not the way I heard it. He was brave, he was bold, he was magnificent.
And he's dead.
And he had chicken.
He did have chicken.
he did at least that.
I think if we're going to talk, we might as well do it while we're moving. Strahd is waiting for us. He knows we're here. We're playing semantics with this. We have to confront this guy. That's the bottom line. And however we're going to finagle and finesse it, it
strutting
has
through
to
the
happen.
front door with everyone on alert, knowing that we're coming,
It's not the front door,
probably
it's just
isn't.
the gate.
Wait, didn't he say that nobody was going to know? He wasn't going to tell anybody?
If
Yeah.
we got Van Richten, so
No,
he
that's
did.
if he comes in.
No, it's if we retrieved Van Richten.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't really
if you involve
specific.
Van Richten, he will be prepared for him. He was saying, "Yeah, bring Van Richten. I'm ready for Van Richten."
Yeah.
That was really what he was saying.
Oh,
It wasn't like I'm going to tell. It
I
was.
thought it was literally like,
no.
I'm not going to tell anyone you're coming.
He said, "I'm not
Yeah,
telling
he already
anyone you're
said that.
coming anyway." He said that's
Okay.
just that's a permanent addition to the castle now.
He said, "Let's make a contract," and then no contract was met. He just He just told us what the conditions are going to be.
Either way, I don't think the front door of Ravenloft is the way to go.
Why not? It's the easiest point of egress. What do you want to scale the walls, go through a window, go through the dungeon, swim the moat? I mean, we need to end up inside.
I mean, those weren't bad suggestions.
All of them were horrible suggestions. I was being incredibly sarcastic. Cognac, back me up.
Yeah, I mean,
I love
come
those
on. Well, what are you
Cognac.
talking
They
about,
s-
dude?
They swore an oath of brotherhood, and he's never said his name right.
I've got it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Cognac. Is it cognac?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
said
not-
you said it's cognac,
It's 'cause
cognac,
Jacob.
This is
Cognac.
Jacob's doing.
It may have been my fault. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I said it wrong so much
Cognac
that this doesn't seem right. Are you sure?
I think Joey said cognac.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody said it wrong on
forever
purpose, is what I thought the running.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought that's what
yeah.
it was.
Jesse wasn't in on that bit.
Fantastic.
I retroactively invoke Konak. I cast Konak's name.
That's awesome.
There we go.
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude? That's all dumb,
Well said, my friend. Well said.
right?
Have you? So I have a question for you. Have you ever actually used the gem in combat?
The Amulet of Ravencon?
Yeah.
I used
Yeah, you
you
used
did.
it, but you never used it in the middle
We
of
used
a
it
battle.
to kill Lich.
no.
Did
Yeah,
you?
No,
The phylactery of the Lich.
Yeah, but like,
I don't think you did.
Oh, I tried to punch him with it. Yeah, when I first
I
got
was
it,
just curious. I was
yeah,
just curious.
but I know I have not cast. I haven't done
Yeah.
the charges.
So
or
so
anything like that.
so technically, we have not broken the rules of this item. You just now can use the item because you have to be a paladin or a cleric in order to be attuned to it, and now you're a paladin,
Oh.
so it works.
Congratulations.
The power of friendship.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, no, I mean, I was gonna let you do it anyway, but it's just funny that it worked out that
It's
way.
fantastic.
Awesome.
Maybe we shouldn't just walk through the front door. I will say that. That is a little crazy.
Here's the thing. Our enemy knows we're coming. He knows we're coming. Stealth is not an option. As soon as
It
he
is with
knows
his
everything.
minions. He's the only one who knows we're coming.
Yes, and he's
And
not going to
his
tell
castle
anybody
is filled with other beings, as you should be aware.
Is the castle visible from
Yeah.
where we
Oh,
are?
yeah, you guys can see
Can I see if there's any places of like easy access? Maybe some place we can climb. Maybe
From
there's
this distance?
So you're just
Yeah.
like here. You step through. You
Front
look
door.
and you see it high above on this cliff, and below is just like a moat, and it's like but you basically just see up, and you just see this very high up. Ouch! That was my knee.
Yeah, it was.
Ow!
Make a
funny-
constitution save.
The funny bone of the knee.
the fun knee bone.
See,
All right, so
You could be a DM.
All right. Well, then maybe we're just sitting around like those chickens back there.
No,
Oh,
I'm
Thomas
moving.
is coming up.
yeah,
You
Thomas
get your
is
hand
coming
I was,
through.
Okay.
and I followed you, so
Okay, now wait a minute. This
Obviously,
is-
hear what I just said.
The fun knee bone.
If Thomas is doing what I'm doing, then maybe I'm all wrong. Here's the thing. Here's what it comes down to. We don't know where he is, correct? In the castle.
I don't.
we
we are going
could
to
find
be-
out.
We are going to be wafting around regardless.
We could ask Madame Ava.
I'm not going on another fetch quest for crying out loud. Going to chat to this person and chat to that person. Goodness gracious.
It'll only take like 2 hours.
Is that why you showed up? Just to drop it? You keep going, Thomas. I give you a swift kick in the butt and you scurry on forward.
do you keep walking?
Yeah.
I follow him.
All right, let's go.
I think the other people are like,
Bird hopping.
they're going. Should we follow them?
We might as
I
well
guess
go and
we're all
die with
gonna
them.
die together.
All right, so they begin to walk near
All
them.
right, to the front door.
No,
Well,
we're still here.
what do I get?
Yeah, no, you're there.
What do I get
We
from
have
the
time to
It's,
walk.
it's a ways.
Okay.
You're really walking this way? Okay, so you get to a crossroads. Do you turn right or do you go left?
Which way's
Well,
the castle?
you
I think the
always
castle
left.
is right.
I think you're BSing.
We turn
here.
right.
I will go.
No, you
There are
always go left.
two
I
maps
will
in the
go
party,
right.
so
I will go right.
you were gonna go right. So
Yep.
all right, right.
Right?
Can I pull out my map and
You're
then
going right.
show it
I'm
to
going
you?
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
H.
You both have
Yep.
maps and you're both using them. So
I'll go.
Yep,
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
go right.
toward
Okay. I'll.
H.
Can I like? I'll walk with you out there.
Where are you going?
Well,
The castle.
we want to know where he is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're going to the castle.
That's where we're going.
right. Eventually.
To the castle.
Yeah, no, we're going to the castle. Follow me. Trust me.
Oh, that's a tall
Believe
order.
me.
And that's coming from a half
Believe
giant.
me.
Very tall.
Don't trust me. Just believe me.
Distinction without a
Oh,
difference.
there's an alarm. It's all good.
No, you don't have to trust that I know where I'm going. But I know where I'm going. So follow me.
Are you going to the castle right now?
Yes.
At this moment?
Yes.
With this decision we're making
Do you
now?
want to roll for it? Because we can. I know
I want to
that's
see the
not
map.
Jaden's rule.
Show me the map. Where is the castle on the map?
He's like holding the map.
I'm just walking to the right.
Okay, Duncan leads on.
You can fight without me if you'd like.
I'm walking right. I'm going with you.
Right, so it seems that the majority of people are going to talk to Madame Ava as their context.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
Maybe we can scope out the joint.
There we go. I like that. We're going.
Don't get
going to the
caught.
left.
So you guys are going left.
Yeah.
Frizz.
The brothers go left.
Yeah.
Will you go? Shiv, are you? Which way? Are you with us?
You're like the stepbrother.
Are you going right? Are you going right or left? Doesn't matter. Just
Together
curious.
we make a full person.
I have no idea what Shiv's gonna do.
Because my question and what I would ask Shiv, if we split, you get us to Ava quick. We find out where he is, and we just fly straight. We'll beat him to the castle.
I think you will. But
I think we will. I think we can. I think if everybody.
no,
but
no,
you,
out of game. I'm not sure you will. That's not the important part. I'm not sure that Shiv's.
Here's the thing. It's all going to be a hand wave. You want to talk to Madame Ava or not?
yeah, I do.
All right, so they're going. Do you want to go?
You don't have to. I mean, if we're hand waving it and you guys are okay
No,
sitting at Jay and
I'll go
waiting,
with them.
Scope out the joint.
All right, they're
Let's
scoping.
go.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah.
Frizz, you with us?
Twins. Yeah. Yeah.
Were you gonna ask me something?
Well, I was basically. Well, I didn't. I thought I was gonna
Oh,
convince
okay.
Andy to go with us, but just because I was like, we can fly. But I think that just Duncan and I can take Madame Eva. Everybody else go left.
Okay.
And I'll
So
tell.
where are you going?
Left.
I'll tell
Okay.
Esmeralda and
Scope
Basilka
out
go
the
left.
joint.
Duncan and I will catch up.
So I will say you guys go that way. Shiv, you look and you see Duncan and Thomas, the two people that you've met and known since the beginning, go a different direction than you. But you know this feeling, and I'm not saying it's a sinking feeling. It's not a bad feeling, but a long time ago in the marshes, you have seen a tribe go away and never return. And you found a new tribe that is now 6 of you. And you look around at all the people before you that are going to scope out a castle are new as far as your old tribe is concerned, who you came in and fought the hardest with. And you don't feel betrayed. That's not the feeling you're feeling. But you just get that same sinking feeling in your stomach that says, I may be alone again when this is all over.
Everything changes.
And you know that your goddess will be with you, but will your friends? So as Thomas and Duncan go in the direction of the Seer Pool encampment, which is this Ivlis River side encampment, you go to Area G.
Can I talk to Duncan for a bit?
Quickly.
We don't have to. I can talk later.
So you go to the area of Madame Ava's tent.
Figured I'd ask.
And you show up, and a few Vistani are like, "Whoa, what are you doing? What's no, stop!" And then basically they see Duncan, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we're good." It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
quickly
'cause
they
you're
didn't
different.
recognize you, and then they recognize Duncan.
You're very different.
So
Duncan?
you see this large tent, and you can do with it what you please.
Duncan, I'll talk. Just back me up, yeah?
Sure. You're the talker.
I'll just walk into the.
All right, so you walk into the tent. You see torch lights on the outside. You see underneath it is lit, but the moment you walk in, it is dark. All that you see is a illuminating crystal ball on a face that is old. This crone, her almost yellow jaundice, but yet like you can tell she has like this Romanian complexion. Thank you, but she is very old and withered and dying in that way. But her hands go over the light. You see their shadows on the walls, and you have Madame Ava's attention as
Does
she
she
goes.
look any different than the last time they saw her?
Yes, she looks more old and disheveled.
As
and
both of them have seen her.
yeah,
before.
you both see her before. She looks far more jaundiced and dying.
Madam,
Hello.
where will we find the Count in his lair?
How forward. You've killed my sisters. Well done.
Thank you.
That's what you wanted.
It was what I've wanted. I'm impressed. Are you going to be so quick?
Yes.
You speaking of yourself?
I might be.
Do you wish to live?
I know that my life is keeping something out.
Aye.
We should keep it that way.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why?
For now.
Barovia has its defender.
Well, while he's alive, we want to keep you alive.
The people of Barovia deserve better than this valley. By killing its defender, we shall open the way out. The way in can remain sealed for as long as the two of you wish to remain it sealed. Wish to remain... I don't care. Very eloquent for an elephant's bard. Where is he?
Roll a d12.
12?
Interesting.
2.
Pompous. The beast sits on his dark throne.
Sorry, George.
What? Oh,
I stole your pencil.
I have one right here.
Great.
And one right there.
And one right here. Whoa. They call me a rogue for a reason.
Secret pencils.
Anything else?
I will not live much longer. We all used one another to get what we wanted. And it seems that I did not know I needed them. But as is selfishness and the ways of all of it, it's fine. I'll be fine. But not for long.
You were the best of them.
Look, I used my knowledge of the future to attempt to kill Strahd and Morgantha, while also allowing my people, the Vistani, to come and go from the realm. Does that make me the best of them?
Yes.
As far as the witches are concerned, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the best of the three sisters by a mile. I don't...
It's fine.
I mean, yeah. That feels pretty much better than what they did.
Yeah, they were eating children.
As long as you don't tell us,
You weren't.
we'll
eating
assume
children.
you aren't.
No, she's going to tell you.
No.
She says, I'm the last surviving sister of the Coven. I have nothing left to hide. Babla Saga was supposed to destroy access to wine and make Barovians sad, so Morgantha could offer them an alternative.
Dream pastry.
And then, of course, devour their souls and keep all of us eternally alive. I'm supposed to keep the mist up and running, while monitoring the future to make the plans go off without a hitch. As each of you passed through the mist, I became aware of you, but as did Strahd.
He'll die soon.
It seems that Babla Saga circumvented the need for souls, using the power of the gemstone she stole from the winery to create a house for herself, create super goats, and watch over her beloved Strahd. Morgantha used her dream pastry ingredients to create doppelgangers and eventually one of her own daughters to replace us both as sisters. Me, I tried to kill all of them. Realizing now that I've succeeded, I see that I probably should have left the cogs in the machine, as now I will fade.
Going out on top, though.
And also, she was eating children.
I was.
Great! I think we got what we came for.
Well, do you want to go now or later?
I don't know how quickly Lucian's waiting on the other end. Neither the Queen of the Unseelie.
We should wait. I don't want to fight him again.
If Mother Night would be slain, they could access the realm.
Come on. No. I will hold person you into the ground. Out loud. Thomas. No, Duncan. I'm not saying never. I'm just saying not immediately.
All right.
If we get everybody out, it's like, hey, right now, there's a path through. I'm trying to.
What's her HP level?
Duncan.
You're not that. You don't have his power.
do not have
You
his
look
power.
at her. She's a witch. You look at her,
Sure.
and she looks old and broken.
Old.
Very stabbable.
We gotta open the exit and get everybody innocent.
How is Shiv? I miss him dearly.
He's great. He's gotten in touch with his goddess.
Do you remember which of the three of you do you remember what I told you? All of you?
Of course.
No.
I have extensive notes on it.
Well, I wish you luck in finding your father without access to the Unseelie. I don't think they'll let you back in, but if they come here, then maybe you'll be able to talk to them. Have you seen the Grandeur in a while?
Not
And you,
really.
Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Seems that you'll never find your love. Lucian had access to such things.
Gasp.
There's more than that kind of love.
There's more than life.
There's more than death.
Poetic. I should have liked to meet the Birdman and Konak,
Cognac.
and I met Triumph once before.
They're good people.
Can I
Worth dying for.
go ahead and rage?
Yeah. You do.
I love this.
So I notice he rages.
No.
Really?
Actually. Okay,
He's
you
always
rage. Yep.
angry.
You rage.
Yeah. Number 6. Till your rage ends, you're surrounded by multicolored protective lights.
Yeah, I do.
I'm pretty sure you noticed that.
Yeah. The disco ball goes off.
Duncan,
We both get +1 to our AC.
I'll
Okay.
stand in between Duncan
Do you?
and Madame Ava.
All right. So you rage. What do you do?
Um,
Actually, you
I'm
know what?
go-
Both of you roll
I
initiative.
think you had to really.
Gosh, here we go.
Well, he's going first. Huh?
Oh, not me.
What?
4.
8.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have advantage.
Oh.
Oh, he.
Oh.
Oh boy.
18.
Oh.
You're first.
All right. So what do you do?
Instead of the sun sword, I get out the Feywild blade
Okay.
and I blunt it, and I go for, two-handed damage on Madame Ava to try and knock her out.
Make her unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Um, 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
He had to look. Oh boy.
I was gonna say that's kind of scary. That's 24.
Hey, remember that we can do that with Mr. Von Zarovich.
Right.
Trip him?
Is he
I
untrippable?
actually thought about that on the way here. Like, how
I
am
don't
gonna do
doubt he's untrippable.
No, he's not a house.
Yeah, right?
So
I will
that's
say the disco ball
nine.
goes off, and you emit a little bit of light, and you see she's already bloodied. But what do you do?
it's 19 damage.
19 damage.
this? You killed
Okay. She's not down.
Okay. And then I attack again.
Yep.
your head.
I do not know what's going to happen here.
Oh, I thought that was 1. No. It probably doesn't hit. It's a 6
6 is not.
plus 9.
She leans into and it just barely misses her head. All right, Thomas.
Well, she's gonna die anyway.
She gets
I'll just
whacked.
leave.
Okay. So you just keep whacking her,
Until she's unconscious.
and she goes, and just takes it. And then she about halfway through. You just keep whacking her and keep whacking her, and you basically do like 60 something worth of damage to her.
Yep.
And she says, "Why not kill me?"
It's not time.
What has happened?
Just leave. We don't
Okay.
got him.
You keep whacking her, and she goes unconscious with a final blow to the face. And she leans over in her chair. The room goes instantly light, and you see an old woman. And you see nothing else in the room but a chair and a circular table with a clear sphere, and then velvet cloth on the table. As she kind of goes over in her rough outfit, her teeth are kind of like gross, and her hood kind of falls back, and you see 2 little horns on her face.
All right. I tie her up. I blindfold her. I put a gag in her mouth, and I fireman carry her back to the group.
Through the Vistani camp?
Are you gonna do that through the Vistani camp?
Yeah.
Well, I'm out. I'm out before he leaves. I'll just actually.
Can I cut a hole in the back of the tent and try to leave that way?
You can go ahead and make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Am I gone? Please say I'm gone.
Hold on. You walk out, but you're walking.
Still.
It's the bottom. Oh no, it's not. It's the second one. It's the bottom of the second one.
All right. So it's 10.
Oh my god.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll pick up there next week.
Zane!
I got a combat to prep. So thank you so much. I think they've extended this show by 1 episode for your benefit. So thank you so much for watching.
Zane.
And we'll catch you next time on the Crow's Curtain Call. You crazy people.
Oh my goodness.